Welcome to Tarot Mi Amor. This is Solstice on the Beach. Love reading. We'll do a 3-card spread on the 21st of December 2020. Try to get some help, name of light and love, so it serves our greatest good. This is going to be for our Libra friends. And I was trying to get a little bit of a bigger read here. Look for patterns, not just one relationship. See what we can do. It's going to be you. The first one's going to be you. Where your mind is at, where your heart is at around relationships. And then the second one's kind of what you've been dealing with in terms of relationships. And the third one, we're going to look for some advice for you in relationships.
Bienvenidos a Tarot Mi Amor. Vamos a hacer una lectura de 3 cartas para el signo de Libra. Muy bien.
Right.
La primera carta es cómo te encuentras tú y tu energía. Y la segunda carta es cómo estás tú dentro de la pareja. Y la tercera es el consejo.
Overall energy,
Okay.
the 3 of Cups.
Esa es la energía de la lectura, el 3 de copas.
This is your energy coming into the relationship, kind of where your mind is at right now.
Como viene tu energía de cómo te encuentras ahora, es el 7 de espadas.
This is going to be you in relationships.
Ese eres tú en la
What you've been
relación,
dealing with.
con lo que
once
has
you get
estado
in.
lidiando, con lo que estás...
Quite a contrast.
Sí,
And then this is your advice
y este es tu consejo.
in relationships, which is the 3 of Wands.
El
So
3 de bastos.
to go from the 7 of Swords to the Empress to the 3 of Wands, with the overall energy being the 3 of Cups. And I have a feeling about this, babe.
Me too.
You want to go first? Why don't you go first in Spanish?
No, you say first.
Okay. So I think with the 7 of Swords here,
Ujú.
this is the energy, and not so much the cheating and the lying part of it. This is strategic thinking, because there was a third party in the past in your life. Maybe more than once you've dealt with this situation where the relationship ended because your lover had a third party, had another person.
Ok,
And
David nos dice que
It's
esta
leaving you in
car-
a position to always think a lot about when you're going into a relationship. You're really thinking ahead, like, are they good people? Are they going to cheat? You're watching every little thing they say and asking very particular questions.
David dice que este es el 3 de copas. Puede ser que en el pasado hayas tenido una pareja pues que te traicionó, te engañó, y por eso es que ahora en este momento tú te sientes inseguro, siempre tienes miedo, siempre estás pensando estratégicamente, pues cómo no exponer tus sentimientos, ¿no? O cómo pues siempre estás como a la defensiva con respecto a la experiencia pasada que tuviste. Muy bien. And now with the Empress.
It sounds a little corny, but with the Empress here, I mean, this is someone now who is fertile, wise, got it all, and very solid. So I think what this is saying is, I don't want to say maybe even necessarily stop this kind of thinking, but because if you try to stop it, you probably won't. But more in this kind of reading, we're looking for advice here, is to realize, Libra, that you are the Empress. Because if this is you, then you're watching this channel. You know what's going on. You're watching. You're probably doing everything you can to do the work, do the spiritual work, do the emotional work. And I think you've gotten yourself to this position where you are the Empress. And I think what this says is that it's like next. You know, this is looking for your ships to come in. This is going out, because remember, wands are always actions. So it's not just going out and just looking around. This is like joining a dating site, or going out and doing something to actually find a date. But realizing that you're the Empress. So, you know, you don't have to worry about them doing that stuff. If you've seen it before and you're thinking like this is Scorpio thinking, by the way. Libra's got a lot of Scorpio. If you got Scorpio Mercury, Scorpio Mars, Scorpio Venus, you know, you're going to think that way anyway. Be watching their texts and stuff. But it's like, you don't have to do that. you're the Empress, you're good enough, and it's a little cliche to say that, but that's I think what this message is. And so when you go out there and look, realize like you're the Empress. Like if you choose to like entertain someone, it's like they're so lucky, you know, because you're the Empress.
Tenemos la carta de la emperatriz, como tú estás dentro de la relación, tú tienes que creer que esto es lo que tú eres. Tú eres la emperatriz, tú eres la dueña de tu vida, la dueña de tu realidad. Sí puede ser que hayas pasado sufrimiento en el pasado por una persona que te traicionó, que te hirió mucho, pero no desperdicies tu vida pensando en eso. Tómate en serio, empodérate de ti, ¿ok? Sigue adelante en tu camino. Cosas buenas vienen y mejores. Deja de estas inseguridades a un lado. Una persona que hace este tipo de acciones no merece a una emperatriz. Muy bien.
Let me see. I want to just pull a clarifier to see if we get any idea on what our Libra friends might have in store for the future. And we get the Lovers. I had a feeling. I think you kind of need to hear this because this was bad, and maybe more than once. But honestly, Libra, come on, honey, you got this. You're the Empress, okay? And look what you're gonna get. It's amazing.
Clarificamos el 3 de espadas, no, de bastos, lo clarificamos y nos salió la carta de los enamorados. Entonces el consejo es dejar atrás el pasado, el sufrimiento, el dolor, aprender de él y seguir adelante para poder estar abierto para recibir el amor.
And I think you'll have a choice of two.
Sí.
And it might even be hard, like two really good choices. That's my feeling for our Libra friends.
Es posible que tengas dos opciones muy buenas. A lo mejor conociste a dos personas nuevas. Puede ser muy interesante.
Like and share, please subscribe. So now we're going to move on.
Sí, vamos a hacer.
We're going to talk to our Scorpio friends. Today's the 21st, Scorpios, the Solstice. We're still beautiful here. And we ask God to, if He wants to do this, then don't rain. It's been raining all day, so knock on wood. We're getting there. Big dark cloud right there, but we got like Ziploc bags ready. But so we're going to look at you coming into the relationship, which is kind of where your head's at. Try to look at patterns, pick something up. We got a manifester.
Tenemos el mago.
Absolutely a manifester in this reading.
Tenemos el rey de copa, no, el caballero de copa.
Yeah, and the knight of cups.
Y la rueda de la fortuna.
That's a lover. So,
y la energía de la lectura es
Holy
el 10.
Moly. Hold that up
10 de
there.
copas.
Close. The 10 of cups is my favorite card.
Muy bien. Esta es la energía de la lectura.
Happy family.
Tú te encuentras como una persona que eres madura, responsable, eres autosuficiente y ya tienes el poder de manifestar tu realidad. Tienes todos los elementos. Si puedes ver, aquí tenemos los bastos, las copas, las espadas y las monedas. Entonces tú ya estás listo para manifestar tus deseos.
Wow. So I don't know. My thought is like whoever you are, Scorpio, you need to come down here or get on your own and tell people how you do this, because this is like amazing. So your advice here is the Wheel of Fortune. When you get the Wheel of Fortune, it's usually going to go in your favor. The overall energy is the 10 of Cups. Now this could just reflect what you're looking for. Well, aren't we all? But you coming into this reading this is powerful. So I think what I could tell you, we're looking at big energy here. We're really trying to help you here. In the name of light and love, so serves the greatest good. And I think what we need to tell you is whatever you're doing is working.
Cosa que tú hagas está funcionando.
And keep doing it.
Y sigue haciéndolo, lo estás haciendo bien, estás creando, estás manifestando, tienes la rueda de la fortuna a tu favor. Y creemos que esto es lo que tú estás buscando, la familia feliz. Entonces sigue por tu camino de manifestación, vas muy bien, muchas felicidades.
But this could be a Scorpio card. I mean, this is someone really putting their heart out there, a lover, someone that's really emotional and romantic, or you're bringing in this energy, or either way. it's good. And the Wheel of Fortune is like, if you're not already experiencing the manifestation that you've been trying to for, then you will very shortly, I'd say, with this energy. I'd say by the full moon on the 30th, pop. You'd let us know. Something, yeah. This
Dice
is
David
like,
que si no se ha
congratulations.
manifestado lo que tú has deseado hasta este momento, es posible que se logre manifestar. Puede ser el 31 de este mes. Déjanos saber, amigo. Bueno,
Let me say this.
Ajá.
Let Tarot Me More be the first ones to congratulate you on what probably hasn't happened yet, but is about to.
Sí.
So remember us when
Sí.
it pops.
Follow
Yes,
us
it won't be long.
in Facebook, Untitled Chapter, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, like and share, please subscribe. There you go.
Ay. And now we're going to do...
I'll shuffle because we're going to do Sagittario.
No, so I need to shuffle because it's Sagittario.
Not allowed. Okay. All right. We're going to try to do Sagittarius 3-card spread. Try to look at the bigger picture, get some advice from Spirit, name of light and love, so it serves our greatest good, about what we could say about relationships and help the Sagittarius friends, whatever they need to hear.
Muy bien, vamos a hacer la lectura de 3 cartas para el signo de Sagitario. David es Sagitario, por eso no lo dejé barajear. Así es que vamos a ver qué nos tiene Sagitario. Tiene el 8 de espadas.
Ten of Swords, I'm sorry.
Después el 6 de oros.
6 of Pentacles.
Ajá.
Is you as you're in
El
relationships.
as de copas.
And your advice
El consejo es el as de copas.
The Ace of Cups.
Y la energía de la tirada es el paje
on the bottom,
de
the Page of
bastos.
Wands, huh?
Sí.
Sagittarius, if you're a younger Sagittarius, this is you.
Sagitario, si eres una persona joven, este eres tú.
Yeah, it could be showing up with some immature energy, and that's okay. Maybe it's younger, don't have a lot of experience in love. That one way it could
Puede
be,
ser
but
una persona que no tenga mucha experiencia, pero en el amor o en las relaciones de pareja, aunque no sea joven de edad.
But this being like where your head is at coming into relationships, where you're at around relationships, with the Ten of Swords, or the 8 of Swords. I mean, boy, that's tough energy. That's like I'm in hell. That's like up all night. It's like I just can't stop thinking about something terrible. Definitely would describe why you are watching a tarot reading.
En esta carta, el 8 de espadas nos deja ver que no la estás pasando bien, que no puedes dormir, te la pasas pensando constantemente, tratando de resolver situaciones en tu mente. Perdiste tu paz mental. Muy bien.
So, it would go back to the overall energy. I don't know, if we're looking for patterns, you would know. Have you kind of moved fast and maybe in an immature way, like not approached the relationship with enough, respect maybe for yourself and kind of maturity, and moved kind of quick and, just want to get sex, and then it gets kind of crazy, and then you end up in the 8 of Swords. That's one way I could definitely go if we're looking at patterns. Here in relationships, to me, you see the scales, and now we've got the pentacles and the grounding and the reality. It's this is the reciprocation, not just reciprocation, but everybody kind of pulling their own weight too in this, and this is kind of about maturity. This is where both people, maybe it's not 50-50, but each one's giving it their best, right?
Aquí nos dice David que lo
maybe
que
you
tú
haven't been
buscas,
experiencing that.
que en una relación es que la pareja sea equilibrada, por ejemplo, que los dos den, no solo uno que se la pase dando y el otro reciba, a nivel emocional y económico, y también de tiempo, ¿ok? Te gusta que haya un balance en la relación, te gusta dar y también te gusta recibir.
And then, like, one of the most wonderful
Esta
cards
es una
in
de
love
las
reading you get is Ace of Cups.
mejores cartas, es las de copas.
I have a feeling that you're gonna get your love like real soon. Somebody's gonna come in and just like head over
Dice David
heels,
que
right
tiene
out. We
el
talked about moving
sentimiento de
fast,
que
but
te va a
I think
llegar el amor
I think
muy
it's going to go
pronto,
fast.
que va a ser muy rápido.
And this could be too that you want to.
Esto
You
puede
could say
ser
almost
que
you're
tú
going to
también,
manifest this by, but you and yourself want to be balanced and capable of meeting another person halfway. So you're going to expect that from them. Well, what does that mean? You know, you've got enough money to go out on a date. You've got the time to do it. You're able to put your phone down, pay attention to them, and stuff. And I think that might be where you're at. And with that kind of attitude and that kind of grounding and balance, it's like this is right on top of you. It's like this cup's getting ready to fall right on top of you. It's gonna like it'll feel good.
Muy bien.
I
Dice
think.
que las acciones que estás haciendo, estás equilibrando la balanza. La consecuencia es que te dice que la estás haciendo bien. Lo que viene es el as de copas, que es el amor. Entonces, yo creo que de eso se trata del amor, de dar y recibir. Entonces vas por muy buen camino, sigue así. Simplemente no te quedes estancado en tus pensamientos, ¿ok?
So,
Y vamos adelante. Muy bien.
yeah, so Sagittarius, let us know, okay, if that happens, say in the next week, somebody just falls on top of you, you're absolutely in love with. And
Sí.
we'll keep rolling into Capricorn.
Sí.
So, Capricorn, in the name of light and love, only so it serves the greatest good. We're trying to get some advice here from Spirit. What can help our Capricorn friends, looking at the big picture.
Hola amigos, vamos a hacer la lectura de 3 cartas para el signo de Capricornio. Vamos a ver qué es lo que nos quieren decir hoy.
And we're going to do a 3-card spread. One is you, around relationships, kind of where your head is at, where your heart is at, that kind of thing. The second one, we're going to look at what you've been dealing with in relationships. And the third is for advice for relationships. On this 21st of December, solstice, winter solstice here. Hard to tell it's winter. Paradise. Getting dark though. Hope we can finish before it gets totally dark. So, bottom of the deck, we're seeing the pages a lot today. Page of Pentacles.
Muy bien.
So something.
Tenemos la energía de la tirada, que es el paje de
3 of
copas,
Swords, that's
de oros.
you coming into relationship.
Tenemos a ti como el 3 de espadas,
Broken
como
hearted.
estás en este momento con el corazón roto.
And this is you.
Ese eres tú.
4 Swords, healing in relationships.
Estás
Now you got the
sanando
3 and
dentro
the
de la
4.
relación.
I got a good feeling about this somehow.
We'll see the next one. Vamos a ver qué dice el consejo.
And Temperance, Sagittarius card.
Paciencia, fuerza.
Wow.
Muy bien.
Okay, I got a feeling about this. I think that there's, for this Capricorn, this could be you. And it's saying
Dice que
this is a
puede ser tú.
this is a strong start. But this is
Es
also a grounded,
inicio
small
fuerte.
beginning. If you were brokenhearted and you're in the process of healing, you know, it's the Capricorn. That can't be any other way. And then we got the Temperance card coming in. It's calling for patience.
Sí.
And it's like you need some time to heal, but I don't know, is there any advice we could give other than the patience? The Knight of Swords. In turn, you know, you got these are all swords, you know, 3 of Swords, thoughts, you know, and communication, thoughts. So now you got the Knight of Swords. So, God, I'm thinking therapy, but you know, it doesn't have to be a traditional therapist, Jungian psychologist, or maybe an astrotherapist, or you go to a retreat and you know spend some time, or this is just really getting down to the mental reasons for whatever happened. Maybe it's just understanding the relationship or relationships that brought you this heartache, because you know we don't need to dwell on them, but I think we need to understand them, have the closure. That's what that closure is. And maybe if you can't get that closure, that's where you get someone to give it to you. And this is going to be someone, they're not going to mince any words. This is a friend, you know, it might be someone, I think that's what you need.
See that
But this is not going to end soon. This is the kind of a tough reading, Capricorn, because if this is your reading and you're coming in like this, and this could be a younger person, but a solid person. You're not, if you are younger, you're not a screw up, you're not playing around, you're working, you're trying to live your life, you're looking for love, but I think this is asking you're going to have a little patience and focus on this healing, so that you can get to that place where you can have the relationship, no?
Bueno, pues es una lectura difícil. Didn't say en español.
I'm sorry, babe.
I'm going to say it fast. Es una lectura difícil. Pues tú estás con el corazón roto. Estás dentro de una relación en la que tú necesitas sanarte ahorita a ti y necesitas tener mucha paciencia, tenerte cariño, apapacharte, contenerte a ti mismo. Va a venir un amigo que alguna persona va a hablar contigo, te va a ayudar a abrir los ojos para entender qué es lo que pasó en la relación y que puedas tener una sanación más rápida. Ánimo y todo va a estar bien. Fuerza.
Sí.
Sí.
So Aquarius,
Sí.
you were all right on time?
A ver.
Try to get to Aquarius before it gets dark. Try to get to Pisces before it gets dark.
We're in the minute 21.
21? Okay. All right, let's roll.
¿Ahí stop? No, ¿verdad?
Yeah, let's roll. Let's go. Let's continue. We're having to watch our time. We're going to do a live reading here for Cosmic Learning Group on Facebook. Thank you, Michelle. And I don't know, the technology wasn't happening, but we can still record.
We can try again.
Yeah.
We are learning every day. Wasn't easy, but we are here.
Okay. Let's go. So this is Aquarius. It's
We're
you
going
coming
to do
into
faster
relationship.
for
Yeah.
Okay.
This is you coming into the relationship, but not just that. It's kind of where your mind's at in this reading for the 21st, around relationships in general. This could be like in this kind of context, avoidance maybe, because this is someone leaving a relationship, moving on, trying to get to a better place. But maybe you've had to do that. Another thing that comes to mind with this is like, no matter where you go, there you are. So when we're trying to look at patterns here today, so if you found yourself repeatedly having to move on from relationships, maybe this is who we're talking to, Aquarius.
Maybe.
And then when you're in the relationship, look, that's our phallus, the
Ace of Wands.
Ace of Wands.
Okay. And then
I'm going to tell them in Spanish, or then we'll go with our advice. This is one of my faves, the Eight of Pentacles.
Muy bien.
Hard at work.
And the energy
Hard
of
at
the
work.
relation.
The overall energy,
the
we've got the
reading.
Seven of Pentacles.
Muy bien. I think so.
That really works.
La energía de la
Seven of
tirada es el
Pentacles
7 de
overall.
oros. Yo creo que tú en el pasado estabas pensando si todo lo que diste en la relación, si cosechaste lo que sembraste, si fue suficiente, si fue demasiado o no. Eso te hizo moverte de la relación, seguir adelante, pues moverte de ahí. Y es como te encuentras tú en las relaciones. Estás como una persona sólida, con tus emociones bien resueltas, empoderado de ti. Ahora tienes y el consejo es los oros, pero este es el trabajo como de un artesano. Hay algo que te gusta hacer mucho, concéntrate en eso, enfócate, ¿ok? Y esto te va a dar muy buenos resultados. Esto creo que puede ser algún trabajo, o pues podría ser que cambies de trabajo, estás cambiando de trabajo. Bueno, vamos a ver. Okay.
Trabajo, yes. So the overall energy, this is kind of like thinking about, was the work I put into my crops worth it for what I got out of my crops? Simple as that. So this is kind of that energy of wondering, gee, I've spent all this time on this person, all this time on this relationship, all this time on relationships, and what have I gotten for it? I just got to move away in the dark at night, and it's painful. But here we are in terms of relationships themselves. This is really firing you up, and I think it's maybe this is someone maybe you really love relationships, and it's like even if you even if you did have these problems, and even if you did have to move away, and we all have had that, it's like you apparently, I don't think you're discouraged any, you know, you still really want that passionate relationship, and like you want it all. I mean, maybe that's what maybe this Seven of Pentacles could have been like the sex wasn't good enough. Maybe that element of it, that kind of a connection was what was missing from you. I don't know, but then, or just some kind of passionate connection. But with the Eight of Pentacles here as your advice, clearly the advice is work. So I don't know. Let's clarify it to see what kind of work.
Muy bien. Y es el 9 de espadas. Vamos a clarificar y nos viene el 9 de espadas.
Yeah.
You want another card?
So the 7, this is the 9 of Swords. You can see this is the 9 of Swords. She's up late at night, can't sleep, rolling around her mind. This is so terrible. So I think what the work is, and this is advice, I don't think the work's exactly been done, this is some emotional work. It's like what is going on emotionally.
Tiene que hacer un trabajo por emocional.
Twice we've seen this. It's kind of like doing therapy, maybe astrotherapy, doing something else to try to understand your own patterns and why things happen the way they happen. You know, often goes back to childhood. And this is real work, so you're being asked to do some real work. Like maybe if you want this, which who doesn't, you know, you're going to have to do the work to get it, I think is what that kind of advice is saying.
Sí.
Yeah.
Dice que si para poder dejar de estar en esta situación, que es el 9 de espadas, donde no puedes dormir, que estás pensando todo el tiempo constantemente en lo mismo, que te genera mucho sufrimiento, el trabajo va a ser, yo pensaba que era un trabajo laboral, pero no, es un trabajo personal, ¿ok? Tienes que trabajar mucho en ti, en tu autoestima, en lo que te hace sentir bien, que te haga sentir fuerte, porque tú ya tienes lo necesario, nada más falta que lo recuerdes y que lo vuelvas a vibrar. Muy bien, now we're going to do.
Thank you, Aquarius. Now we're going to do Pisces, always last but never least.
Sí. Let me check the time. We have 27 minutes.
You better stop it.
Okay.
Thank you.